beauty, romance, joy, being in the present moment, having a carefree wedding day. Like this is my jam. And I want you to have that. This is why I'm here, is to help you have a wedding day that fits your dreams. Hola! Hey, I'm Shanti Knight. This is my YouTube channel. I'm a wedding photographer. I've been in this biz for a little north of 2 decades, and I am here to talk to brides, grooms, anybody who's getting married and wants to plan a day that is epically fun, romantic, carefree, joyful. Just a really good day, because you know, we talk all the time about like weddings and like them being like, you know, oh my God, the flowers and the centerpieces and the this and the that. And believe me, I care about all that stuff because I'm a photographer, I'm a visual, I love that stuff. But that stuff all means nothing if the memory of your day isn't joyful and romantic and fun, carefree. And part of how we do that is we troubleshoot as much as we can in advance. A lot of things that I'll be talking about on this channel, things to consider in advance so you're not making decisions the day of your wedding. Huge deal. So we have to accept that things will almost definitely not go perfectly on your wedding day. As much as we don't love it, that is okay. It's more than okay. It's actually a good thing, and I'm here to tell you why. Firstly, there's a very real possibility, if you hire great professionals on your wedding day, that some of the stuff or most of the stuff that goes wrong, you don't even know about because you're just off having a good time and the professionals you've hired are taking care of it. That happens. That's really good. Love it when that happens. The second reason this is not just okay, it's actually good, is that the imperfections of your wedding day will be the things that really take it over the top in terms of distinctive memories. This is where it's really good news that your wedding day won't be perfect. The imperfections of your wedding day are often the really memorable parts of your wedding day that you could never have planned. It's actually really exciting. So I have a story for you. So my cousin Ashley's wedding was a really great example of this. I was second shooting for my dad, and it was fabulous. It was a beautiful day in June. It was New Harmony, Indiana, which is a beautiful town. And they had decided to see each other before their ceremony, which was wonderful. So we had this great morning. We did all these photographs at the Cathedral Labyrinth, if you're familiar with the area. And we had done their first look there and their formal portraits there. And we were just having like a fabulous day. And finished up about an hour before the ceremony, which is always my goal when I'm photographing weddings, because I really like to have that buffer between like finishing formal portraits and then going down the aisle. Like it's good for everybody to just kind of take a breather and relax. So we'd done that. And we're sitting there kind of like back at her grandmother's house. And we're just kind of like waiting for the ceremony and everybody's chilling out. And I kid you not, the skies opened up. I have never seen rain like this before or since. It was so intense. It was so insane. And Ashley's wedding was scheduled to be at the Roofless Church, which is, as the name would suggest, an outdoor venue. She had 400 guests coming. I don't really remember what the weather forecast was, but whatever it was not this. It was not this level, this amount of rain. And Ashley was having a really hard time with this, naturally, because she was really committed to getting married at the Roofless Church. It was the venue where her parents got married. It was really important to her on a personal level to get married there. And even though she had an indoor backup plan, she really, really didn't want to use it. And props to Judy, her planner, who basically said to Ashley, I mean, do you want to use your backup venue? And Ashley said, no, I really want to get married at the Roofless Church. And her planner, Judy, said, then that's what we're doing. And it was so magical. It was 400 people with umbrellas. It was pouring down rain. Ashley and her dad, my uncle, walked down the aisle under a golf umbrella. I literally carried, my dad and I both were carrying umbrellas throughout the whole ceremony, covering us in our gear so that we could shoot it. I have rarely photographed a wedding ceremony that was that memorable, that distinctive, that emotional, that joyful. I mean, it was so special because Ashley and Trey, her husband, decided to embrace the circumstance. It turned into something even more memorable and beautiful than they could have planned or imagined. Ultimately, you know, when they look back on their wedding day, not only do they remember the time they spent together and the time with their family and friends, but they remember something that was actually a hurdle that they overcame together, and a joyful experience and a fun experience. And frankly, I have no doubt that all of their guests remember their wedding better because of this, because of the rain. I remember it better than I would have because of the rain. Even being one of the photographers of the wedding and being so present on the day of and spending so much time with it, I remember more of that wedding day in detail because of the rain in a way that I just wouldn't have if it hadn't rained. So I'm embracing imperfection. I'm embracing imperfection today. I've never recorded a YouTube video before. This is crazy. This is so scary. I feel so awkward. I have this like USB cable that's like strung over to my Mac, which is sitting on the floor because the extra long USB cable that I ordered for my mic didn't come in from B&H. It's time for me to record, and I am embracing the imperfection of this experience. I am so uncomfortable, and I'm doing this anyway. And I think that, you know, let this like embracing of imperfection, that's the energy I'm feeling today. I know the pain of being a perfectionist. And when it comes to wedding day planning, we do as much as we can, consider as much as we can. But when it comes to the day of the wedding, this is the day to lay that down to the best of your ability. And I just encourage you to take that energy of embracing imperfection and apply it to your wedding experience. Plan well, ask as many questions as you can in advance, create backup plans where you need to. Really good plans lead to really good results. And part of the reason they do is because they allow for pivots and adapting to the imperfections. In later episodes, I will go into more detail on timeline advice and ways to create a timeline that really helps you have a plan that adapts to imperfections in your day and get as much done as you possibly can. But for now, no matter where you are in your process, I really encourage you to embrace the fact that things won't go perfectly, and know any imperfection in your wedding day actually helps you remember it better. And that is a huge gift. See you next time.